So in our today's video, we will discuss about the question answers of the chapter My Childhood by APJ Abdul Kalam. So let's discuss the question answers. So our first question is, where was Abdul Kalam's house? The answer would be, Abdul Kalam's house was on Moscow Street in Rameshwaram, an island town in the erstwhile Madras state. 2. What do you think Dinamani is the name of? Give a reason for your answer. The answer would be, Dinamani is likely the name of a newspaper because Abdul Kalam mentions reading headlines in Dinamani to trace stories related to World War II. 3. Who were Abdul Kalam's school friends? What did they later become? The answer would be, his school friends were Ramanatha Sastri, Aravindan and Shiba Prakashan. Ramanatha Sastri became a priest, Aravindan took up transport for pilgrims, and Shiba Prakashan became a catering contractor for the railways. 4. How did Abdul Kalam earn his first wages? The answer would be, he earned his first wages by helping his cousin Samsuddin distribute newspapers when train no longer stopped at Rameshwaram. 5. Had he earned any money before that? In what way? The answer would be, yes. He had earned money earlier by collecting and selling tamarind seeds to a provision shop during the Second World War. Now 2. Answer each of these questions in a short paragraph about 30 words. Question number 1. How does the author describe his father, his mother and himself? The answer would be, his father. Kalam's father was not formally educated or wealthy, but he had great wisdom and generosity. He led a simple life, providing all necessities for the family. His mother Ashiamma, was kind and hospitable. She fed many outsiders daily and was an ideal partner to Kalam's father. Himself, Kalam describes himself as a short boy of undistinguished looks, born to tall, handsome parents, and raised in a secure, loving environment. Question number 2. What characteristics does he say he inherited from his parents? The answer would be, from his father, Kalam inherited honesty and self-discipline. From his mother, he inherited faith in goodness and a deep sense of kindness. Now 3. Discuss these questions in class with your teacher and then write down your answer in 2 or 3 paragraphs each. So 1. On the whole, the small society of Rameshwaram was very rigid in terms of segregation of different social groups, says the author. Our first question is, which social groups does he mention? Were these groups easily identifiable? For example, by the way they dressed? The answer would be, Kalam mentions Muslims and Orthodox Hindu Brahmins as 2 distinct social groups. Yes, they were identifiable by attire. For instance, he wore a Muslim cap and his friend Ramanatha Sastri wore the sacred thread. These symbols clearly showed their religious identities. Second one, were they aware only to their differences, or did they also naturally share friendships and experiences? The answer would be, despite their religious differences, Kalam and his friends shared a strong bond and never let religion divide them. They enjoyed stories together, helped each other, and were deeply connected emotionally. They even participated in events like the Sri Sita Rama Kalyanam, showing shared cultural experiences. Next one. The author speaks both of people who were very aware of the differences among them and those who tried to bridge these differences. Can you identify such people in the text? The answer would be yes. The new school teacher represented those who emphasized social division. On the other hand, people like Lakshmana Sastri and Subramania Iyer stood against such discrimination and actively worked to promote unity and equality. Next one. Narrate two incidents that show how differences can be created and also how they can be resolved. How can people change their attitude? The answer would be one incident was when the new teacher made Kalam sit separately because he was a Muslim, creating a rift. This was resolved when Ramananda Sastri's father confronted the teacher and demanded a change in behavior. Another was when Subramania Iyer invited Kalam for a meal and served him personally despite his wife's objection. Over time, even his wife accepted Kalam and served him food himself. These incidents show that firm action, kindness, and consistent efforts can change prejudice attitude. Question number 2. Why did Abdul Kalam want to leave Rameshwaram? The answer would be he wanted to pursue higher education and grow beyond the limitations of his small town. So he sought permission to study at the district headquarters in Ramanathapuram. The next question. What did his father say to this? The answer would be his father supported his decision and poetically compared his son to a seagull that must fly alone. He quoted Khalil Gibran to reassure Kalam's hesitant mother. Question number 3. What do you think his words mean? Why do you think he spoke those words? The answer would be his words mean that children do not belong to the parents forever. They must follow their own paths and pursue their dreams. He said this to encourage growth and independence in Kalam and to remind the family that children are individuals with their own destinies. So, thank you.